Lawrence Smira. I was a Petty Officer 3rd Class in the United States Navy. I was a combat corpsman for the Marine Corps. I'm 24 years old, and I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. I went to boot camp at Great Lake, Chicago, and they start from day one breaking you down, yelling at you just like you always hear about boot camp. And it's difficult. I mean, they tear you down, but they build you back up as a team. They build you up to rely on the person to your left and to your right, and that when you fail, they fail, and when they fail, you fail. Going to Afghanistan and having people rely on me was a life changer. It changes you. It's not something that you walk away having come into it the same and walk away the same. You have to adapt and understand that you really do have somebody's life in your hands, and it really builds up a lot of responsibility. At the start of our combat operations, we lost 2 sergeants in an explosion. They were lost in an IED blast, and from there, that's 2 leaders of your squad. They are the experienced team leaders. That wears on you physically, and then running combat operations every day knowing that these people aren't with you anymore it's a drag, it's hard. But you keep each other up and you keep moving. I was involved myself in a couple of explosions. One was on Valentine's Day in 2010. If you've seen the movie Black Hawk Down, and you know that the scene when the pilots crash the helicopter, they're in a fuzz, they just look and don't know what they're looking at, but they're looking. And it's similar to that. You're dazed, you know what's happened, but you can't physically do anything about it yet. And so when I snapped out of my daze, my hands were already in my medical bag, getting ready to treat the wounded Marines who were in my truck with me. My turret gunner was badly injured, my gunnery sergeant was badly injured, my driver was badly injured, and my lieutenant was still dazed as well. The second time I was injured, I was in a 2-seater truck, up-armored truck, and we were driving down a road from one combat position to another, and one truck rolled over the explosive device, 2 trucks rolled over the explosive device, and as the 3rd truck, it decided to go off, and it blew our truck off the road into a ditch, nearly rolling over into a water-filled ditch. I think that was the intent, was to drown whoever was inside that truck in the ravine next to us. We had done the largest land invasion since the invasion in Baghdad. We took over the city of Marja to rid out the most densely populated Taliban fighters in the country of Afghanistan. And coming back from such adrenaline-filled day in and day out life, you don't have adrenaline anymore. It's different. You find ways to go out and you ride your motorcycle fast or you drive your car fast, and it's really, I think that in itself is post-traumatic stress. You're finding ways to be normal as you know it to be normal, and normal is in combat mode. A lot of vets come back with post-traumatic stress. I feel like that's a normal occurrence. For what you go through, it's to be expected. I requested to come work for Working Warriors, since it's a subject close to my own heart, be able to help other veterans not have to deal with the unemployment that I went through. Working Warriors is a program that allows veterans to find employment through consulting and resources that Working Warriors has, and they line them up with the employers who can tailor the veterans' unique jobs that they performed in the military to an equivalent in the civilian world. So asking a veteran what they need can be the best thing an employer can do for a vet.